Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin back again, as promised, with this week's navigation for the week ahead. And I can't believe it's after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just now getting to this. Sorry. I've just been having a lazy day today. I don't know why. Just, that self care one this morning. I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to get me some of that after I've done the household chores. Let's get right to the overhead camera and show you what this week looks like. I'm wondering if I should turn this up to. Oh yeah, you can see the cards better that way, I think. Let me turn the studio lights off. All right, so here we go. This week is a new moon week at the end of the week, actually Friday. So the key focus really is about being strategic, determined, communicating specifically about exactly what you want long term, your long term life goals. This new moon happens on the first sign of the zodiac, being Aries, and according to astrologers, it is the new year of moonology. We already had the new year of astrology, now we've got moonology. So this one sees Mars teaming up with Saturn, meaning that there's clarity, patience required to set firm intentions in place with direct plans to follow, rather than rushing forward impulsively and thinking you've got to get everything done all at once and this is how it's all going to go, and then we end up with a problem where patience runs out and we lose our grip, and there you go, all plans go to pot. So plot the steps of your plans around each one of the new moons this next 12-month cycle, and you'll be setting yourselves up well to achieve what it is you want. So if it is better financial forecast for yourself, then plot how much you wish to have in savings over the next year. If it is perhaps you want to get into healthier eating, then plot out for the next year what item in your naughty diet are you going to remove, or what item in your diet are you going to add? Are you going to put in more greens one month? You could also look at health in a way that says, I'm going to eat seasonal fruits and vegetables, that kind of thing. What else can I say? Perhaps it's love, like your love language. What is it that you're going to do for yourself to exercise self-love in the next year so that you can emerge in 2027 having a more grounded idea of who you are? This kind of thing is what you do on the new moon. But just write a little sketch, a little outline for each one of the new moon phases. You could even look them up. When do they occur? What month? What date of the month? That kind of thing. So, with the harmonious energies between Mercury and Pluto this week, communications are likely going to take a deep dive, a deep course-altering dive, because this alignment, the Mercury and Pluto alignment, cuts through confusion and gets to the nitty-gritty aspects of things. So there's a communication flow with a helpful undercurrent moving things along, not so much at a rapid pace, even though we've got the fire horse energy from the Chinese New Year, but moving them along with enough force that keeps things going, rather than keeping them stop, not like traffic. This could be the best time to write a detailed 12-month plan, like I said. Maybe you do your file folder labels like health, wealth, vitality, career, partnerships. Make a list to expand on all these subjects in your planning. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty of each day. On Sunday, we have an 8 numerology day, which is speaking about success. We have the moon in Aquarius and squaring with Venus, causing a little awkwardness around finances and also in relationships. The key is to be patient and understanding rather than rush into judgment. We've got this 8 of Wands card, and the 8 of Wands typically means firing on all cylinders, lift off, let's go, whoosh, 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 like too many things going on with not enough time to do them. That's kind of, in a way, sort of like a mental call to action, but then a physical, I'm just going to take a break because this is a little overwhelming. The Eight of Wands is about all systems go and everything kicking off at once, whether it's physical or energetic. It's about firing on all cylinders. Moving on to Monday, it's a 9 angel numerology day. Declaration, get going. What do you? Don't procrastinate. Be philanthropic. It's also the 13th of the month, and we have the Four of Wands. Things energetically seem to be moving smoothly on the material front, the business front, the action-oriented front, and it's easy going physically when it comes to plans falling in place and things beginning to take shape. Now, the moon on Monday is in Pisces, and Venus has the luck of Jupiter on her side, so this could be a day to meet your soulmate or experience a wonderful date with your partner. Let love ring out all day on Monday. Moving on into Tuesday, we've got this Two of Cups. It's also a 10-1 day, so you've got the divine wishes and dreams on your side. The Two of Cups, this is like the minor arcana version of the Lovers card. It's a representation of conceptual partnerships. It could also be physical partnerships, but it's also what's going on in your mind, the idea of having a partnership or dancing with the notion that you finally want a partner, or maybe you're looking at saying, I need to be loved up, that kind of thing. It's that sort of energy, the nod to it, the looking out the window of it, if you will. This is a blurred line between what's real and what isn't. So be cautious on Tuesday that you're not getting a little too dreamy, wishy-washy. Go with the fantasy if you will, but just know that, you know, reality can come after that. Moving on to Wednesday, and on Wednesday we've got this awkward Seven of Swords. Now, it's a number 2 angel numerology day, so keep going, have the faith, be diplomatic, try to stay away from negative thinking. That's the kind of energy of a 2. But the Seven of Swords is quite a revealing card, and it's showing our ability or our intention to be less than integrous. This can also mean the discovery that we've been duped by someone else, or it shows how things can be diminished when we act out of deception. Now, this also means not you being deceptive, but you're discovering some deception. Someone's not telling the whole truth. You discover you've been duped. All that sort of energy is coming up on Wednesday. It's a midweek uh-oh card. Not necessarily anything you have to do anything about, unless you've discovered that some of your actions were less than respectful, less than integrous. Then you have a chance to put it right. On Wednesday, the moon moves into Aries as Mercury rushes in as well. So you need to speak up for yourself and be mindful not to say anything you'll regret later. So if you have been a bit dubious, if you have been a bit, oops, I said too much, you confess up to it and say, I may have overstepped the mark, and let it go. Don't get into a long drawn out discussion or chit chat. Just, yep, lick your wounds, move on. Let's move on to Thursday. Now on Thursday, we have this Eight of Cups. It's a number 3 angel numerology day, which is saying you're going to get gentle guidance from all those that have ascended, including the ascended masters. They're also here giving you gentle guidance, telling you you're okay, everything's fine, just keep on moving forward. But the Eight of Cups is a time to seek calmer waters mentally. You can see this woman gazing lovingly upon the horizon because she's not really paying attention to the choppy underbelly of water underneath, all this wild undercurrent going on. She's up here saying, I can't deal with this right now. I'm just going to look towards the horizon and play with the birds and, you know, holly-lolly doodle all the day. Well, some things have to be handled on their own, in their own sweet time. Or we can find ourselves carrying them into whatever we're thinking about in the calmer water. So If you have to put pay to some of these emotions, put pay to them. Don't try to just ignore it and slough it off. You just have to deal with it and go on. I'm talking about your emotions, how you feel. You know, some people, they don't want to feel their feelings. So they try to find things to distract them from the feelings, but the feelings are still there. Get with the feelings. Then you can get to the calmer waters. The moon is in the dark moon phase on Thursday, so start working on your crystal grid. This is a day when the healing can occur if we are patient and gentle ahead of this next new moon phase. This is not the day to push or shove your agenda on other people. That's coming up for Thursday. Now on Friday, it's quite lovely because things turn around. We've got this Temperance card. It's also a 22, a Master Builder day with angelic help from the divine. Now a 2 and a 2 does reduce to a 4. However, I like to call 11, 22, 33, 44. I like these numbers for giving an extra wallop to angelic help. And the Temperance card is akin to the Chariot. However, Temperance seeks to make sure there exists a healthy balance of energies and solutions that are suitable for everyone. This is about careful compromise, harmony and compassion, and the only negative aspect of this card is trying to please everyone all the time and getting lost in that process. The intention is that everybody gets a scoop of soup. However, if the intention is leading to distraction and leading to, you know, a lot of stress because you're trying to make sure everybody's happy, that's not necessarily the right way to go. Now, the new moon on Friday is happening at 4:51 in the morning in LA, 7:51 in the morning in New York, 12:51 in the afternoon in London, and 9:51 at night in Australia. The new moon arrives for moonologists to make new moon wishes for the rest of the year, as I said at the beginning of this video. Finally, Saturday. It's a number 5 angel numerology 8th day, a time to have adventure. Changes are coming and the universe is with you in those changes. The Knight of Cups dives headfirst into the depths of emotional connections, being daring with his feelings and expecting the same in return for other people. So it could be an emotional Turmaloka day. What was it? Traumatic day? No, turbulent day. That's what I want to say. When it comes to expressing your feelings, this is a revelation that emotional truths are going to come to light. This will not be avoided and it will not be ignored. The Knight of Cups is a stand and deliver. This is how I feel. I want to let you know. Blah, 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 blah. You may be feeling that way. You might be having emotional diarrhea that day. Who knows? The moon is in Taurus on Saturday, so there's still enough new moon energy to carve out those plans. Mercury and Pluto are also boosting our manifesting powers to create real magic. So wow, let me put the light back on. There, boom. Quite a week. Action-packed at the beginning of the week. Things seem to be going along quite nicely, jogging along. The middle of the week, we got a little bit of emotion, a little bit of intensity, and a little bit of revealing things about ourselves. Towards the end of the week, we've got to take care of some business, emotional business. Don't put stuff off. Don't try to find a quick fix for emotional things. And then do things that everybody's happy with by Friday. And the new moon energy, make your plans. On Saturday, I think it's all systems go on the emotional front. All right, let me know in the comments what you think. I love hearing from you. I love that when you give comments. And until tomorrow, lots of love. Bye for now.